Hi guys, Julio Montoro here, introducing you my new crazy effect called perspective. This effect is perfect for social media because it uses the 2D dimension, to make a fake illusion, which looks really amazing. I mean, you can fool every magician with this trick. I've already do it, so I'm sure you will do it too. Thank you very much again for purchasing this, and I hope you like it. Let's see what do you receive. Let's see what have you received. Take a look at this. Inside your package, what you have received is some things. I mean, you have received your tutorial card, okay? Here inside you will see the link and the password, okay? For sure you have already seen this, because if not, you weren't watching this video unless you have purchased this on AliExpress. If you have done it, okay, you haven't seen this card. Anyway, I hope you haven't done it. So apart from this tutorial card, you have received some gimmick cards. The gimmick cards are 3. They are one normal card. Okay, well, this is not a normal card. This is a special printed card by Print by Magic. Okay, so as you can see, it has some special things that we will take a look later. And then you will also receive this 2 cards. This one is normal one, and this one is a special one. You can notice that here you can see cut this part, okay, at both sides, and here also, okay, in the other card the same. So this is really important, because if you wouldn't have this part, you couldn't have the chance to perform this trick because of the dimension of a normal business card. So that's why you have these special cards, just to cut them like this, and you will have everything done. So let's take a look how the gimmicks looks like. Okay, so these are the gimmicks. I mean, this is how the gimmicks looks like. Take a look. You will need a normal bicycle card, which will be the king of clubs, that you have to cut in 2 parts. You just have to bend it, okay, and cut it. This is a normal one, okay? You just have to take one of your kings of clubs from your bicycle deck, and that's all. Then here we've got our gimmick card. As you can see, we have done a special bending here that I'm going to show you later how to do it. And when you open it, you will have this card. So this is what will make the perspective illusion. So when you are covering this card, the gimmick card, with the other card on top, what you will do is just open it, like this. So we will take a look at the handling later on. And the other gimmick looks like this. This is the half of the normal card. As you can see, okay, this one is normal. But this one is the other card, the gimmick card, which looks like this. When you close it, here, especially the sign, it looks like if it were ripped, but it isn't. I mean, well, it is ripped, but using a knife, an X-Acto knife. So it has to look like if you were rip the card, So this is what the special design does. Looks like it were ripped. Okay, then when you open the card, it looks like this, okay? Also, you've got the same sensation here, but it is also even bigger, which makes even more the illusion that the card is bigger. We've also put here a name, you can put your own name or any name you want. And also, we've put the exact same name at this part, but really big. This makes 2 things. The first one is creating the even more the illusion that the car has grown, because here you can see the name very small, and here you can see the name very big. And the other thing that this name does is just covering this line over here created by the X-Acto knife, you know. So this is why you have to put this name here. Anyway, we will show you another not handling, but another way to construct the gimmick to cover that line without any problem and without putting any name, you know. So we'll take a look at it later. So now we're going to see what things do you need apart from your gimmicks. Okay, so let's take a look what other materials do you need in order to construct all the gimmicks. So, well, this is not something you will need. You can use this over here, okay, just a roller. But I would recommend you, if you are a gimmick maker, to purchase this little thing which is called Wonder Cutter, okay? It makes you cut the cards in the exact same position every time, just to make a perfect half, you know. So this is not something you really need for this trick, because you can use without any problem this ruler, okay? There is no problem to do this. Apart from this, you can use this or this ruler. You need an X-Acto knife, okay? You may also need scissors, okay? This is not really necessary, but you maybe will need it. And then what you will also need are some color markers, okay? I'm using here whiteboard markers because I don't have right now any color Sharpie with me. But the colors that you will need are red, green, black, and blue. Again, the colors are not totally necessary. To be fair, the only really necessary things that you need in order to construct the gimmicks are the ruler and the knife, okay? So once you've got all these things, let's do the gimmick, which will take you less than 30 seconds. Okay, so let's see first of all how to construct the king gimmick. For this gimmick, what you will need is just your special printed in printbymagic.com card, okay, which is this one. What you will do is this. Let's say you don't have the Wonder Cutter, okay, and you've got a roller. What you have to do is just take the sides of the card, okay, which I'm going to let you know right now. You can even see it, but it is important for you to take the sides by yourself, because maybe the roller, it should have the exact same sides for sure, but I've seen some bad rulers that the sides are not perfect, okay? So the only thing you have to do is just size the card, okay? Let's say the side is 8.8, okay? And what you have to do is just divide this 8.8 or the side of your card, which will be for sure the same, and just divide it into two. So you will just take the half of the side. So here, what you will do is just take the half of the side, which will be 4.6, okay, and just 4.4, sorry. And what you only have to do is take the X-Acto knife like this, see where is the point for the 4.4, which is right here, and just make a little mark over here, okay? And you will do the exact same thing right here. You will side 4.4, okay, which is right here, and you will make like this, okay? So right now you've got the exact half of the card, okay? The only thing you have to do now is just take the roller, take it like this, you know, just in the half, and with really careful, you just have, okay, first of all, before doing this, just give some chance, I mean, give a try with other cards, okay? Because you just have one gimmick, and if you damage this gimmick, you will have to purchase a new one. So make sure you know how to do it using some old cards, and once you know that you are going to do it perfect, then you do it with your gimmick, you know? So let's do it. The other thing you have to do is just take the half like this, take the other half like this, and just pass, but cutting just, I mean, the bicycle cards has 3 layers. You will just cut 2 of them, okay? Take a look how to do it. You will just put the roller here, and you're just going to pass the knife very smoothly, okay? Like if you were doing a flap card. Don't pass it like this very hard, because if you do that, you will cut the card in 2 parts, and we don't want it. You just have to pass it really, really, really smoothly. Just like if you were just doing this, you know, I mean, really gently. So once you've done it, take a look at this. You can bend the card perfectly, just like this, as you can see, you know. Don't worry if you've got that parts over here, because I'm going to explain you how to put it perfectly, you know. So now you will have the card bend like this, and you can open it and bend it as you want, okay? So in order to cover this part, if you haven't cut it perfectly, you can do 2 things. The first thing you can do is just adjusting a little bit like this, you know, and do this. So now, as you can see, it is perfect. You know, you can open it and you can close it, and it is perfect. Other of the things you can do is just take the card like this, and if you've got these edges with the scissors, just cut a little bit of the card like this. So you will have the gimmick perfectly made, okay? So now you've got your gimmick made. I mean, as you can see, this is really, really simple to do. Now, if you want to cover these little white lines over here because of the bend, what we will do is just take the colors and paint that part with the same color. I mean, here you can see that you've got some black, so you can put here some dots. You can put here some dots. Here you've got some black also, and right over here and right over here, you know, perfect. Now, you will do the same with the blue. The blue over here, and I think that's everything, yeah. And the same with the red. Don't worry about the, oh, there's also blue over here. Don't worry about the yellow one. If you got a yellow marker, for sure do it, but I know it is not easy to find a yellow market. I mean, not as easier as these colors. So as the yellow color is very smooth, you know, you don't have to paint it. So now you will get your gimmick already constructed. As you can see, you've got your gimmick already done. The only thing you have to do now is just take a normal king of clubs. Just imagine this is a normal king of clubs. And what you will do is just bend it like this, you know, with your nails. Do this, okay, very, you know, and then you will cut it in 2 parts. So you will have a normal half of the king of clubs, and then your gimmick already done. So this is the way to construct this card gimmick. So for which reason you will need this thing? Well, this is just in the case you don't have the roller. You can have this little gimmick right here. It cost about, I think, $40, something like that. I'm not sure about it. You just have to take the card, okay, put it here, put this part here, and you will have the exact half of the card. You just have to take the knife and, well, very important, don't put the card like this. put the card like this, okay? So you just have to take the knife and that's all. You don't have to take the sides of the card, you know, like this, divide it into two. No, just taking your gimmick, put it like this, put it here, and bam. So this is why this is really cool to have it. But if you don't have it, don't worry, because I've already shown you how to do it with a roller. So don't worry. Okay, so let's construct right now the Starbucks gimmick. So what you will need is just taking the two cards left of your package, okay? We have to do something more than with the bicycle card. So it looks, I mean, it is already the same, but you just have to cut this part as it said, you know? So you just have to take the knife and the ruler and put it, just having in mind that you have the white part, the blank part facing up, okay? You will take it like this and like this, and you will cut that part. So right now you will have the perfect size business cards, okay, for the trick. Now you only have to take this, put it right here, and again do the same, okay? And you will have the card with the perfect side. Now what you will do is just the same as you did with the card. For this one, you will need the roller because the gimmick, if there's a gimmick, the Wonder Cutter gimmick doesn't have the perfect side for do this, you know? So you will need the roller. So what you will do is just forget about this card over here, okay? You will take the gimmick, the card, and you will see which is the size of the card, which is, as you can see, this is really important. You take the size by yourself, because if maybe you have cut it a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller, the size will vary a little bit. So you just have to take the size of your card. So in this one, it is, let me see it, 7.6. So the half would be 7.6, will be 3.7. Okay, math is not my thing, you know. So just take it like this, and you will take the knife like this, and you will make a cut right over the half, okay? Great. And you will do the exact same thing on the other side. So you can see the side, more or less the same, yes. So you will do the exact same thing. Just take it like this. Okay, like this. Great. And just cut in the middle. Great. So once you've got it, the only thing you have to do is make the exact same thing that we did with the bicycle card, just passing through really smoothly, sorry, just like this, you know, really smoothly. And once you've got it, okay, we will pass it again, right over the line. You will get your gimmick already made, okay? I will recommend you maybe to do this if you want to have it perfectly, you know. So now you've got your gimmick already made. Now the other thing you have to do with this other card is just take this one, put it right over here, okay? Just like this. And with the scissors, what you will do is cut this part like this. Just make sure you don't cut any of this part, okay? So you can throw away this one because you will not need it. So now the other thing you have to do now is taking the knife and do this. In that way, it would look that the card is ripped, you know? So once you've got it, you've got your gimmick already done for the Starbucks one. Okay, so now I'm going to explain you how perspective works. This is really simple. I'm going to explain it using the cards, the King of Clubs, but if you want to do it using the business cards, I mean, you just have to do the exact same handling that I'm going to explain it with the cards, but instead of using the two kings, just using the two Starbucks cards, okay? So I'm just going to explain it using these cards, but if you want to do it with the others one, I mean, it is the same. So I just want to let you know that this tricks is, I mean, it has been thought for social media because it only works in front of a camera. Why? Because we've got two eyes. With our two eyes, we can see things in 3D dimensions, you know, in 3D. But just with one eye, we cannot see the things in 3 dimensions. We can see the things just in 2 dimensions. And the fun of the camera just do the same, you know? So let's see how this works. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is just put your phone camera right in front of you with the selfie mode so you can perform the trick just watching what you are doing, you know? So right now what you're going to do is just take your mobile phone and put it on the selfie mode just in front of you, okay? So you will take 2 cards, okay? This is the special one, okay? And this is the normal one. So you are going to start with these 2 parts just like this, okay? And you are going to show that these cards are 2 halves of the King of Clubs. What you're going to do now is, as this is for camera, you can do this. I mean, you just have to do this. And if you make this, you can see how you can put your finger right here. But in front of the camera, people cannot notice about this because it is a 2D dimension, okay? So the only thing you have to do is just put your hand just in this corner, your finger, sorry, just in this corner. So you are going to take this and you just have to take it in this way, okay? In this way, what you just have to do is when you put this thing on the camera like this, you are going to open this card at the back while this card is covering this one. And you can think, okay, and I mean, people will say, why I put this card right on top? Because you are explaining something. You are explaining to the spectator that you are going to play with the perspective. When you put something closer to the camera, just like this, you know, and you will see to the spectator that you will do this, you know, when you put something closer to the camera, and in this point, you will do. This is really quick. I mean, the only thing you have to do is, oh, sorry, well, not this, but the only thing you have to do is, boom. It's really simple to do, boom. Okay? So you will explain to the spectator like this. So when you put it like this again, you will say, okay, this one looks much bigger than this one at the back, but they are really the same side. But what you're going to do is just watching seeing your image, you can see at which point the 2 cards looks the same side, you know, but this is all about perspective. This is really cool thing, a really cool thing. You will fool a lot of people with this because you are seeing that they are not in the same position, but for people's mind, they are in the same position. They are like touching each other. So you can do this. Imagine that, I mean, I'm not seeing right now the camera, but imagine that this is the perfect position, that they look the same sizes. So you do this, and then you say, they are the same side. Or maybe not, and then you move it like this, and you make this. That's how it works. This is really, really simple. And then what you do is just playing like this, and you take one cup bigger than the other. I mean, this is really simple. As you can see, the only thing you have to do is just, well, I would recommend you, if you want to bend this top corner, it would be cool because you just have to make this, but it will be much easier. I have it bent, but I mean, this is up to you. So you can show it both sides just like this. You show your both hands empty, and you now take this like this to show this hand empty, and you pull this finger here. Now you put this one right on top or in front of the camera, covering this one, but just 1 second, like boom, and now you make that you're noticing that people are not seeing this car, and you say, whoa, you know, boom, and you open this car at the back. So it's like boom, boom, you open this car, covering this one with the camera, covering the camera with this one. Then you make this, you say that this one looks bigger because it is near the camera, but they are the same side. And now you put it like this, but they look the same. And then you say, but they are not the same side, you know? This is how it works. This is very simple to do. And I'm sure that if you practice it like 3 times, you will get it. You will be able to perform this trick and post it on your social media and make your followers grow. Thank you very much for purchasing this trick. I hope you like it, and I really hope to see this perform on social media. So I'm Julio Montoro, and see you the next time. Well, that's everything. If you post this video, just tag me there, and I can see you performing this. So thank you very much, and see you. Bye.